Welcome everybody in Filmora Keyframe tutorial, and in this video I will cover three things. First, what is keyframe? Second, Filmora Keyframe tutorial, and third is Filmora Keyframe Panel tutorial. So first of all, let's discuss what is keyframe. Keyframe, basically we can animate a specific property such as size, position, color, opacity, and so many things that Filmora are giving us. Basically we just need to define the starting property value and a final property value, and it will automatically change the property value from starting to end. So let me just show you how you can do it. For example, so I'm inside my Filmora, so let me just add a simple background, and you can do it for anything. Okay, for this I will add a simple rectangle. So I will add my rectangle here. So my rectangle has been added. Now I will add a keyframe in the beginning of the video, maybe not beginning or here. Okay, so how can I add keyframe? You just need to double click and make sure you are in the basic, and for here we can change this property. For example, we have size, we can make it bigger or smaller. We have position, we can change its position from here or whatever you like. We can rotate it, and we have corner radius. We can also increase or decrease the opacity, like we can like this. And there are so many things that are available, but for this simple tutorial I will add a position keyframe. So first of all, I will click on this button. You can also add keyframe using a keyword shortcut, and as you can see, it added a keyframe here, this symbol, and the values that were already available, that would be the first keyframe values. Okay, now I will, for wherever I want to add a final keyframe, I will edit a or second keyframe. I will click at the second keyframe by clicking on that rectangle again. So now second keyframe has been added. Now here I just need to define the final values. So what I can do, I can change the values from here. Okay, or I can also change it with the help of my mouse in our preview window, in our player. All right, so we have defined our final values, and we have defined our initial values. Now let's check it. So for this specific part, it will not do anything, but after that it will start changing its position, because we have defined a position keyframe panel. So let's see it. As you can see, now there is one more thing, like speed. You want to make it fast or slower. If you want to make it fast, then make sure you decrease the gap between both keyframe panels. You can adjust like this from with the help of your mouse. Now it would be a lot faster, but if you keep it too close, then it would be not visible with human eyes, as you can see. Okay, so we just need to, we should have a common path. I mean, it depends upon your project or your specific needs. So we have added this position keyframe panel. Now same way we can add a scale. You don't need to add another keyframe panel here or there. On the same keyframe where we have added the position, we can add a size as well, just by clicking on that. Okay, and why then I will jump on this, and I will add a keyframe here as well. And using this, you can add keyframe for all the properties. Now you see this arrow icon. By click using this, we can jump to previous keyframe. All right, so now I will, so again, this is our first keyframe. Like, it already consider the existing values as the first keyframe size, but for the second keyframe we need to change the value if we want to our thing to animate. If we did not change, then obviously size will not change. So I will lock it, then I will increase the size. Now let's check it. Yeah, as you can see, size, now it is also changing size. So like this, we can add as many keyframes as we want. And if you want to delete any keyframe, just select it, and you can again delete a keyframe value from here, or you can also delete with the help of mouse key. All right, now let's look into keyframe panel. Basically, keyframe panel, like, depending on the its current working feature inside Filmora, you can adjust the starting or ending speed. Okay, like if you want to make initial speed faster or slower, then you can do it with the help of keyframe panel. So let me show you how you can do it. So this is my position keyframe. I can open keyframe panel from here, and I can make it bigger from here, and I can also zoom in or zoom out. All right, so I will select the position keyframe, and from here I will select the ease in. So it had added a line here, so I will decrease it. Okay, I will do it like this. Okay, now you will notice a different path in our keyframe. Okay, you see, like initially, for example, here, like we have followed half the path, but it is not in the half. But after that, the speed is really fast. So like this, you can adjust the initial speed or final speed. So if you want to make it slower, you add any kind of keyframe, or whatever you add, it does not matter. I think this is a bug inside Filmora, and you add it from here. Then if you want to decrease the initial size, then you pull the property down. However, if you want to make initial thing fast, then you increase the size. So now let's check it. Now initial speed would be a lot fast. You see that, like initially it was a lot faster for okay, but after that it is really slow. Like same thing we can do it for the final keyframe. Add anything here, and if you, for example, I want to make and a slow, and you can also adjust its duration by making it longer or shorter. But try to play a safe with it, otherwise it can kind of destroy your keyframe as well. For example, in this keyframe, it is kind of pausing when it is in the middle, and like this is for the I have done it for the position, but you can do it for a scale as well. So let's do it for scale. And if you want to go back to previous, then you can add a linear here. And I will select the so scale keyframe has been added. Now let's add a keyframe. I have added on the final position. You can make final position slow or fast. So let's see. So the I mean, if you have noticed, it become too much bigger than our final defined keyframe, but it again go back to the defined size when it is on the final position. So like this, if you want to increase the value higher than the defined keyframe final, then you can increase the size, make it up, pull it toward up. But if you want to make it smaller, then you can pull it toward the down. Yeah, so this is keyframe panel. I hope you got value from this video. If you have any question or query, let me know by the comment section.